Now you can hear MePlusCake all the time.
We're on all the time now.
All the damn time.
And we have basically, because it's two people, one of us has to make food or go for a food run. What do you want? I'm buying.
I want eggs.
Eggs?
Mm-hmm. And you know what else I want?
What?
An icy.
Icy and eggs.
Yeah.
That's your breakfast treat right there.
Yes.
Sounds delicious.
MePlusCake. Now on 24/7. Only on Marconi 1. Radio for the people.
Oof. Smells like cat dumps in here. Welcome to the podcast, everyone.
Oh, look, podcast friends.
Friends.
We're glad you're here. Thank you always for listening to the podcast. And, it's kind of cool that we have people that started out listening to us on the podcast and have taken the journey with us to our online daily radio stream.
The journey.
24/7 we're on now.
Wowee.
That's a lot of time.
It is.
And there's a lot of stuff that we do during that time that we can't always share with you, but... maybe
drugs.
Maybe one day it'll just be a live 24/7 microphone that'll just be sitting in our house.
Like Big Brother?
Yeah, why not?
Creepy, no.
Like a webcam that you just never turn off.
You flatulate too much for that.
Why do you always got to try to out me in public with things that's not really made for the... if I wanted people to know about my...
There's no filters.
Oh.
We're 100% honest with our friends.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Well, I could tell them about that thing.
What thing?
You know the thing that you don't want people to know about.
Don't do it.
Well, no filters, you said. Oh, that's a different channel. We'll have a non-filtered channel.
Great.
Soon, yeah. What we'll do is we'll do a show on this channel, and then while a song's playing, we'll slip on over to the other channel, Marconi 2.
Slip on over?
And then we'll do another show.
Oh, swell.
Like a more adult show.
Do I have to censor my swear words?
No, not on Marconi 2.
Yes.
That'll be for the, yeah. So, but we'll be on live, though, 24/7.
Oh.
Yeah. So get ready to just be dead.
Okay.
Not only inside, but on the outside, too.
I'm dead everywhere.
Find MePlusCake on Pinterest, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and more. MePlusCake.com.
What is the lamest fashion fad that you can remember?
Oh, not currently? Like in the past?
Anytime, yeah.
Currently, it's crop tops.
I don't know what that is.
Like a shirt that only covers up to just above your belly button.
Okay.
Hideous. I hate them.
The thing I think about is plaid pajama pants.
Yep.
I don't like those.
Wearing PJs is...
Well, I think it's because so many people are so lazy about it. We'll see late at night at the grocery store or something.
Yeah, it's gross and weird.
Yeah, I think I don't mind them as long as I don't have to see them outside your home.
Yeah, I don't like it.
But do you remember, I was trying to think, in the 90s, what was the weirdest thing? I think grunge.
The whole, looking, everything was, giant sized on everybody.
Yeah, and girls dressed like guys in the 90s. Mm-hmm. I didn't like that. I still don't like overly torn up jeans. I used to wear them,
Oh, I have a pair.
when I was in school. But I mean, they were legitimately, almost, there was, one side would be all torn up, and then I would have,
sexy.
Pins in one,
Oh, God. You were a real fashionista, weren't you?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I even had, I had buttons. I would sew buttons onto my Chuck Taylors.
Oh, God.
And I would draw on them, and I would have all kinds of arty. Why do you always say, oh, God? That sounds like you think it's disgusting and hate it.
No, I'm just listening to your tales of terror.
Maybe I shouldn't share with you. Maybe you
what? I'm reacting.
So I can talk to the actual audience who's not going to hate me.
Okay. All right. You do that then.
All right. Just start humming something. Right now, Sarah's hearing classical music in her headphones. So this is our time together. No, I wore awful things when I went to school because I lived at my grandmother's house, and she had all kinds of clothes that my uncles used to wear, like suits and stuff. So I would dress up in full suits, and kids thought that I was in the mafia in high school. I'm in high school. And besides that, there's no such thing as the mafia. And no, But then I would wear Chuck Taylors and ripped jeans, and I thought it was cool. But I'm sure it wasn't, but I didn't care. And that's what I say. Just do what you want and later regret it. So there you go. Now, hi, Sierra. How's it going?
I'm not talking to you.
You didn't hear any of that?
I'm not talking to you.
It was a
anymore.
fantastic conversation.
I'm sure it was.
Marconi plus Sierra is MePlusCake.
Ellen had a pizza delivery guy come in last night, and she ordered pizza on the Oscars. It's weird. A lot of people said they didn't like the Oscars, and both of us agree. We didn't watch it because we don't really...
People are never satisfied, are they?
I thought one of the best Oscars ever was when David Letterman hosted, and he did a bunch of weird stuff. And this was like as close to that as I can think of, so I actually thought, well, I would have actually watched this show. And people are, being, not so nice about Ellen and stuff. And I was like, she did a great job, I thought. And she ordered this pizza, and I guess the pizza guy is an owner who bought the pizza. He saved his money, and 5 years ago bought the store, and ended up being the guy that delivered the pizza on the Oscars.
Aww.
And got a $1,000 tip.
I saw that. Because everybody said that he only got like a $2 tip.
Yeah.
Because there's like the receipt that was posted online.
Yeah.
But that is not the case.
So over $1,000 in tips. Mm-hmm. Did they pass around Pharrell's hat or something? I didn't see that, but I
somebody held out a hat and people were like donating.
Well, there you go.
Like that.
Well, thanks to Pharrell for offering up his Grammy hat.
Yes.
But does that mean that the award season, you call this award season, is it over now? Because
I don't know, because there's still the MTV Awards that come out in like June or July.
Oh, yeah.
And the Teens Choice Awards.
But this is actually award season, like it's officially done, and then those awards are later.
I guess.
We have months from now before another one.
I guess.
All right, well.
Very few months, though.
Oh, yeah.
Marconi Bologna plus Sierra Cake. MePlusCake.
Rob Ford, the mayor of Toronto, was recently on Jimmy Kimmel, and it was pretty hilarious. The one thing I noticed, we were watching these clips, and Rob Ford is in full suit and everything, sweating profusely, and he's red-faced.
Yes.
So, is that his thing? Is he on drugs? Is he drinking? Why is he so sweaty?
All of it, I think. Like, you don't turn that red for no reason, right?
But it's great. Listen to a little bit of this. Jimmy Kimmel basically showing him the highlights of all the videos that have been out, that have gone viral about him, and kind of having him try to explain himself a little bit.
I want to go through some of these videos. If you don't mind, Mayor Ford, stand right there. And you can take us through these things because I hope maybe we can answer some questions here. All right, let's roll the first one.
No holds barred, mother. He dies right, mother.
This is the one where he's in the restaurant and he's talking like Jamaican or something.
Right.
Okay.
Brother, you've never seen me go like that.
Now, somebody who is clearly not your friend videotaped you without your knowledge here. Who are you talking about in that video? You don't know.
Exactly.
You have no idea. You have that many enemies that you don't know which one this was? All right, let's go to the next video. This is the famous State Queen video.
No money.
You're doing a Jamaican accent here.
No, patois.
It's called patois. Do you do other accents, or is that the only one? Now, you in this video, what was going on?
Just went out with a few friends of mine.
And some of
private setting, private friends, and there's no secret. I have a lot of Jamaican friends, and that's how we speak in a private setting. If someone wants to tape me, they can tape me.
Have you been to Jamaica?
No.
I would love to take you there for spring break sometime. Montego Bay. All right, next video. This is the famed football video on which...
And you said you hadn't seen most of these.
No, I haven't seen any of the Rob Ford things.
Well, the best one, and then he shows one where he's handing out candy canes to kids, and he's just...
That one is so funny. He's literally, like, tossing it in their faces.
Yeah. But, like, he's in the chair. This is one where they were standing up, and then he sits down for more of the interview, and Jimmy is, patting him down, and he's bright red. He's almost as red. He has a bright red tie on.
He's always really red.
And I thought this was it kind of got a little bit serious towards the end, and I thought this was kind of Jimmy, what I love about him is he's actually real, but he can be really funny about it. Mm-hmm. And so here's the last clip that we had here from Rob Ford on Jimmy Kimmel.
I do want to say, just, as a human being, you seem like a very nice guy to me. And, if you are an alcoholic, which, listen, if you're drinking enough that you can try crack in your 40s and you don't remember it, maybe that's something that you might want to think about, like talking to somebody.
I wasn't elected to be perfect, Jimmy. I was elected to clean up the mess that I inherited, and that's exactly what I've done. Maybe you've never...
No, I'm not perfect.
No.
But I can see that your brother is a guy who really loves you. I can see that your family really loves you.
Absolutely.
And just something to think about in case, if it's nothing to be ashamed of. And I think it's a good example for other people who might be in a similar situation.
Well, anyways, we're...
commitment. That's just how I feel about it.
Talk is cheap. Action speaks louder than words, and we'll let the people decide on October 27th. I'm just a normal, average, hardworking politician that's real, and I guarantee you call me, I will go to your front door.
You are not the average politician, my friend.
Oh, my.
I'm an average, hardworking family man, and have a lovely wife.
You are the most wonderful mayor I've ever witnessed in my many years. Appreciate it. Mayor Rob Ford, everybody.
So I thought he handled it well because he had fun with it. And then he actually said, like, what we're all thinking is like, man, you seem like you're not a horrible person. Maybe you should get some help.
Yeah,
so,
he really does.
But I mean, the thing is like, when you see him talk, you kind of feel for him. Like, you feel like, gosh, maybe he really does need something. He's obviously a heavier dude, and he's very bright red, sweaty.
Well, I feel like his blood pressure is through the roof.
Yeah.
MePlusCake.
It is a pleasant spur to the morning's work.
Okay, here are some riddles that will prove that you have a filthy mind.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Are you prepared?
Yep.
All right, here's the first one. What goes in dry and hard, but comes out wet and soft?
I thought this was a family podcast.
Chewing gum, you perv. All right, here's another one. Your finger fits right in it. You play with it when you're bored. Once you're married, you're stuck with the same one forever. What is it?
A wedding ring?
Yes, you are correct.
Yes!
Wait, isn't this whole thing trying to prove that you have a filthy mind? And wait,
I'm an angel.
Did you read the script?
No.
You may have.
I did not.
All right, let's do what's long and hard and has cum in it? A cucumber.
Oh, God.
Some of these are really bad. What does every woman have that starts with a V and that she can use to get what she wants?
Starts with a V? Venom.
Her voice.
Oh.
Venom in her voice, I guess, would probably work.
Venom.
What goes up, lets out a load, and then goes back down?
A garbage truck? Or a dump truck?
An elevator.
Oh.
But, yeah. So your mind isn't that filthy. I was hoping. I mean, I guess a garbage truck would be filthy, but...
It is. It's
not the
very
kind
dirty.
of filth that I was hoping for in this test.
I can't answer those in the way that you would want me to.
Oh, you can.
No, I can't.
All right, shut the mics off. Let's take this test off the air.
They met on the internet. It's MePlusCake.
How many apps are too many apps?
All of them.
No, like how many apps do you think are too many on a phone or whatever?
Like if you forget about apps or like you can't keep track of your apps, you have too many apps on your phone.
Well, I research apps for Attack of the Apps.
Yeah.
So, I mean, part of it is that. And
Do you ever delete apps?
Huh?
Do you ever delete your apps?
Yeah, I delete them all the time.
Oh.
So I don't know. And then I have some I think I'll use, and then I don't use them, and then I delete them, and then I need them again. It's always frustrating. I never need them until I delete them.
I always have to delete mine because I never have any space for...
Well, and then I start Attack of the Apps, and I start testing all these different apps. And a lot of them have alerts on them.
Ugh.
And I usually don't okay them, but then there are certain apps that you need to have the alerts for. Like there's this one called Mind that I think is the one that keeps going off on my phone.
It
but I'm
literally
not sure.
goes off all night long, by the way.
And it doesn't, and I don't even know why. I have no clue what it is.
You have to open it and find out.
I downloaded one called Paper, which is the new Facebook app. It's like the way to look at Facebook and stuff. And I think maybe that could be it.
Like when somebody likes your stuff or something?
Yeah, but nothing comes up. You don't see anything on your screen. You just hear a noise.
Yeah.
And I have no clue what that is. So please, for the love of God, don't make me download any more apps. I research all these apps for you.
You have like a million notifications too, and it drives me crazy if I have like the little red notification on any of my apps, so I can't.
I've got to ignore them, or I would spend my entire life looking at notifications.
Yeah, you would.
Marconi Bologna, Sierra Cake. MePlusCake.
So there's this guy who pretended to be a chef and went on a bunch of local TV talk shows.
Yes.
And it's weird that it just randomly came up today because I think this is like something after Thanksgiving. But here's some clips of this fake chef on local TV.
It is a few days past Thanksgiving, but chances are good you probably still have a fridge full of all those leftovers.
So this morning you're in luck. Chef Keith Gerke is here, author of Leftovers Right, making a winner of last night's dinner.
I'm self-taught. I did not go to culinary school, and I'm kind of unorthodox. People compare. Are you familiar with G.G. Allen? Do you know?
Can't say I am. Tell me more.
Okay. How about a mashed potato ice cream cone? What do you think about that?
That's fun.
All right. You put a little scoop of gravy. It can be room temperature because your hand kind of warms it up.
I love that that lady's like, how about a mashed potato ice cream cone? That's fun.
So fun.
What is wrong with these TV hosts?
It's like a drumstick almost, like one of those frozen things.
Oh, yeah.
And you just put in some of this. There's a statistic that around the holidays, around Christmas, especially between Thanksgiving and Christmas, one of the highest suicide rates. And I think part of that is because of the stress of what are you going to do with these leftovers.
Oh. It makes my stomach turn watching this.
I've been a part of these type of local TV shows before, and first of all, no one on my TV show ever acted like these people did. And if we had a guest like this, we would be like happy because it actually brings some life to the show. Mm-hmm. But these people don't get it. They're in on the joke.
No, they think it's real, don't they?
Yeah.
Not vegetarian. I recently went vegetarian, so some of the recipes in here aren't vegetarian. It's fine.
Okay.
For me, it's like part health reasons, but then also you read things like the average person eats like 1.5 pounds of feces a year.
Yeah, that's really
No, thank you. There's a Judas Priest song called A Turbo Lover. Well, I call this Turbo Gravy. It's a spoof on that, and it's basically taking gravy to the next level. Why don't you give me a hand here? This is what you do. You're basically just going to put like some of your ham in here. Well, let's put all of it in. I want you to just scoop a little bit of the pumpkin pie. Try not to get the crust in too much. And I'm going to put in a little extra corn here.
Okay.
And then even fried chicken, put it all in there. Kids
Even if your mashed potatoes have butter, they're okay?
Yeah, it's fine. It's all going to come out in the wash. And then add more gravy.
It's all going to come out in the wash.
That's what I was like, who says that?
Of course, you need more gravy to make the gravy.
I'm using 2%. You can use skim for a heart-healthy menu. Just put on some.
You can tell like these hosts have kind of like an inkling like something's going wrong, but they're not quite sure.
Well, they probably were told to don't just go with it.
Just roll with it.
Yeah.
Just eat the mashed potato and gravy.
Well, when he finishes the second shake, he literally the girl grabs it really fast and quickly tosses it back. Which I don't think she was kind of like. Ooh.
Cranberry cherry on top. I always do a wrap. That's kind of a.
That's easy. Can
you give me a beatbox? Like
a beatbox.
Well, holidays are here, and it's time for cheer, but the leftovers have you feeling fear. Go to the fridge, take out the container. You can make your leftovers even greater. Wrap is great. Boom. There we go. Yes.
There's one point where he's like, December and January have the highest, or November to whatever.
Yeah,
November.
the very beginning. And it's all because of fear of the leftovers.
Yeah, they have the highest suicide rates, and I have a feeling it's because of the leftovers.
You just take a funnel that you get at a hardware store, put it in an old milk jug, and this will just put it in here. And you can put 6 meals or more in this milk jug.
That's the best. When you're sitting there pouring the ingredients into the milk jug, and the lady's like, what?
Oh.
And it looks so disgusting. And
it's like coagulating.
And he's so enthusiastic about it.
Taking a long time to drain, and this is so fun. My daughters, Spirit and Curtis Ann, love these smoothies. It's maybe not as blended as we'd like, but just try a little bit of that. But I can show you have a finished milk jug here.
Oh,
and
my.
The fat does go to the top, so you got to
so you could
give
skim
it a
it
good...
off.
Oh.
So come meet Chef Keith today. You are going to be at Barnes & Noble at 1 o'clock. He's going to be signing copies of his new book.
Actually, I should say I just checked my email before, and I might have to cancel the signing because the books have not arrived.
Oh, well, okay, never mind then.
My daughter won't even try this stuff without the whipped cream. Like, you're going to have whipped cream left over, right?
And the entire table falls over. It's the best.
I'm so sorry.
It's
oh,
okay.
God.
We're going to throw things out to Mark for a check of our weather.
Sounds like some great recipes there to try out with your leftovers.
Oh, my God. Yes, please, I hope that more people do this kind of stuff on local TV. It makes it exciting.
Yeah.
Like, because if you thought maybe somebody might be doing this, wouldn't you actually watch local TV again?
Yeah, definitely.
So, I mean, there are local television stations, don't get me wrong, that are fine without the pranks. Mm-hmm. But, oh my God.
They're pretty vanilla.
That guy was awesome.
MePlusCake.
Plans are gathering for the work of a new day.
In Portland, they will soon have verbal warnings when a bus is going to turn for pedestrians that may not know.
Really?
I guess it's very important. I don't know. Here's a recording of the voices that you'll hear. I think it'll play in a second. Yeah, here we go.
Caution. Bus is turning. Caution. Bus is turning.
I think I could do a better job than that.
Caution. Move your ass.
Caution. Get the F out of the way. Caution. What are you doing?
Caution.
Move.
Bus is turning.
Move, bitch. Get out the way.
Pedestrians. Bus is turning.
Pedestrians. Bus is turning.
Pedestrians. Bus is turning.
So I guess that'll save lives or something?
I hope so.
And, you know, you'd think like the bus driver could just yell this out the door.
No, he's too good for that.
Hey, I'm turning over here. That's how it would work in New York.
Do they all sound like that?
The bus drivers.
Oh.
It helps us start the day with warmth and vigor.
MePlusCake.
A couple that was married for 71 years dies within days of one another.
Aww.
Like a couple of days apart. That means he loved her so much he couldn't last.
That happens actually a lot.
Yeah, because people's hearts are completely broken. What do they have to live for without their love?
Exactly. Then they just let go.
Is that how we're going to be? We're going to die within days of each other?
No, I'll be like 30.
How dare you?
It helps us start the day with warmth and vigor.
MePlusCake.
What is the weirdest thing you did as a child?
I used to pretend that I was like a teen. My cousin and I would play teens, and we would pretend to be teenage girls.
And what would you do?
Or the Spice Girls.
I mean, like, as a teenager,
Nothing.
what would you do?
I don't remember. We would just like walk around and pretend we were teenagers.
Didn't you tell me like your uncles had a restaurant, and upstairs you would play behind the bar or something like that?
That's not weird though.
No.
And then, or we would pretend we were like cats or like animals in the wild, and we would like build little nests and stuff. Or we would go to play like Barbies, but my cousin would take forever to like brush her freaking Barbie's hair, and so we essentially just like brushed our Barbie's hairs and changed their outfits. And I remember one time I had this Barbie that was like my favorite, and she was brushing her hair so hard that she ripped her head off. And I was so upset.
My cousin has been posting a bunch of older pictures on Facebook. Like, we have a family Facebook page. And she posted some weird, and I showed them to you. We used to do like these plays at my grandmother's house. And she had like this whole part of her house that just had all these suits and clothes and all that kind of stuff. So we put on wigs and dress up, and I'd write stuff, and it would be like our own little SNL sketch time. And so I did that. But I think the weirdest thing I ever did when I was a kid was like, I think I was 3. My mom was asleep, and I got up, and we had a goldfish sitting in a goldfish bowl.
You ate him, didn't you?
Why would you? I'm telling a story over here.
Sorry, yes.
And I guess I took a fork and stabbed the goldfish and ate it.
You did not. That is a lie.
That sounds like something like a psycho killer would do when they were a baby.
I killed a frog on purpose once when I was a kid. Isn't that horrible?
Well, it's been nice knowing you, Sierra.
Hey, you ate a goldfish.
Me plus cake.
It is a pleasant spur to the morning's work.
A girl in Chicago, I guess her dad is like a sheriff or something in Lincoln Park there. Not the band, the actual area.
Yes.
Town. And claims that her parents kicked her out of the house, and now she's suing them for not only kicking her out of the house, but college tuition.
What?
As well, yeah.
How?
Because she's basically like kind of emancipated from the parents or something.
Okay.
And like I guess she feels that they owe her an education.
Uh-oh.
The weird thing is she's staying at her father's like opposition, like the guy that's running against him for sheriff or something like that. So, and he's putting up all the money for the lawsuit.
Oh dear.
Right? Isn't that weird? Like, so this guy is basically manipulating this girl to get back at the dad so he can win the election.
Ew, I bet you they're doing it.
I never even thought of that. I guess she's 18, so still.
I betcha.
Creeper.
Yeah.
Creepy old man with a young girl.
Yeah.
What kind of situation's going on there?
Disgusting.
Oh, my gosh.
Remember when I was like 3, you were like 20?
You're getting too much personal information out right now. Banana hammock. Banana hammock. That's our safety word.
You should have heard him this morning.
Me plus cake.
The commissioner of the NHL was asked in an interview about the fighting in hockey, and he said it's not really that big deal. It's not the biggest part of hockey or anything. And I guess the interviewer was like, I beg to differ. I mean, I think you would probably lose tons of fans if there was no fighting in hockey. So it is a major part of hockey, which I agree.
I think so, yeah.
Because you and I have even talked about this, because I said, hey, let's go to an Avalanche game, or let's go to this, or you want to watch hockey, the Olympic Games? You're like, there's no fighting there, and the Avalanche kind of don't really fight either.
They don't. They're so boring.
Yeah, and so, yes, I would say the hockey would be done if there was no fighting.
I don't think it would be done because people love hockey so much, but it would. I wouldn't probably watch it anymore.
Yeah, most people. But there, would you say that the casual fan is a fan because there's fighting in it? You have to be really diehard to appreciate the actual sport.
It's like the only sport that has like so much fighting, though, right?
So they're worried about it, even with like concussions and stuff like that. You don't think that they should stop?
I don't really care.
You don't care?
It's not my skull. You're choosing to get into the fight.
You're getting millions of dollars for chancing it, right?
Yeah.
Well, I kind of agree in that way, because when NFL players are hurt and concussed and they go back in and they play again, they get a huge payday, and it may be dangerous and horrible results, but it may also, the risk is part of the reason why they get paid so much.
Yeah, I think it's fun.
So if you don't want to do it, don't do it.
Yeah, exactly. Quitter.
Yeah,
wimp.
Yeah, exactly. Listen to Sierra.
Pansy.
Are you trying to start a fight?
Yeah, I
Brother, that next morning.
Me plus cake.
I never felt worse.
All right, here's a quiz. Which 90s indie band are you? And I thought we could take this together.
Okay.
So you're supposed to choose, it says pick the best TV static. So I'm just going to pick the first one.
Okay.
I don't have any clue why that would matter. It says, what's the most overrated thing? Fame, men, money, other people, Western culture, being sober, love, eye contact, New York.
Men.
Right? How dare you? What's the most fascinating era of history? The Old West, World War II, late Romantic era, the Beat Generation, Civil Rights Movement, Space Race, American Civil War, Victorian England.
Victorian.
All right. Which sweater do you want to wear? I'm just going to pick Argyle.
Okay.
Why not? What do you like to do at parties? Intense chat about art? Get really stoned? Make out? Dance? Complain? Pranks? Intense chat about books? Get blackout drunk? Leave right away.
Leave right away.
Yes. All right. Would you ever sell out? Nah, I don't. I do things my way. I'm fine with how things are. Hey, just give me money.
Just give me money.
All right. Somehow I thought maybe that would be your answer. Which cartoon character do you relate with? Charlie Brown, Eeyore, Batman, Bob from
Charlie
Bob's
Brown for sure.
Charlie Brown. I think a lot of people would say that. Or Milhouse from The Simpsons. What's the best thing to do on a Sunday afternoon? Watch some sports, stay in bed, throw a crazy party, make some art.
Stay in bed.
Yes. Oh, stay in bed, occasionally having sex. Which word best describes your general vibe? Thoughtful, cranky, stylish?
You paused at cranky, didn't you? How dare you?
Lackadaisical, obsessive, serene, passionate, wistful. Just going to go with one of these.
How do you? Which one did you pick? You picked cranky, didn't you?
No, stylish.
Stylish. Better be stylish.
All right. It says, we are Modest Mouse. Woo!
Well, that's a good one.
Yes, well, they do live in Portland, so I guess that makes sense.
We're so hip and trendy.
Yeah. So there you go. If you want to take the thing, it's on the internet.
Find it.
Good luck finding it.
Marconi plus Sierra is MePlusCake.
Well, there it is, another edition of the MePlusCake podcast coming to an end once again.
You sound so sad.
I always am, because that means that's kind of the end of our day, you know?
Yeah.
Once the podcast is posted, then we have to move on with our lives.
Mm-hmm.
And then what? Wait for another few hours before it happens again? Oh, yeah! Another show!
Woo!
See, now suddenly I feel okay.
There you go.
The sun will come out tomorrow.
The sun will come out.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow's only a day away.
Something like that.
Well, that sounds weird. Was that a mashup if I'm singing with Rihanna now?
Mm-hmm.
That was quite a show. Very entertaining. But it's over now.
This microphone stinks like old people's houses.
Well, and your breath smells like an old lady's house.
Great.
The MePlusCake podcast.